right, here we go. Jaydayoungan.
Wow, what the business is?
Louisiana's finest is up in the building.
You know what it is, Louisiana.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And it's interesting because, I was looking up your stats, and a lot of artists are lucky to get a million views on one video.
All right.
But you've been killing them. Sliding freestyle 5 million, Elevate 3 million, Law 3 million,
Yeah.
Taking Off 2 million,
Yeah.
No Hook Freestyle 2 million. Like,
Yeah, that shit crazy.
yeah. So all the trolls on the internet that's gonna be like, who's this?
Right.
Go check the scoreboard, motherfucker. see for yourself.
Yeah, I let my stats talk.
Okay, so you're actually from. Tell me if I'm pronouncing this right. Bogalusa.
That's perfect. I swear, like you're the first person to actually pronounce it right.
Bogalusa,
Bogalusa, Louisiana, right? Small city.
Right. I guess it's an hour and a half outside of Baton Rouge.
Exactly like an hour and a half.
Okay. And when you say small city, it's like 12,000.
Right. Not even 12,000, like to be exact.
Yeah. I mean, someone who lives in New York and LA, like I can't even comprehend what 12,000 is.
Right. I mean, like shit. Compared to New York and everywhere else, like that bitch like a motherfucking mall. That's how small it is compared. When we see all this type of shit, like in New York and everywhere else, it amazed me because I ain't never seen this much, this type of shit. And y'all ain't even got, it ain't no trees in New York.
Right.
I ain't seen too many trees yet. Like,
Yeah, you got to go out to Brooklyn for that. Brooklyn got more trees. Central Park got a bunch of trees. But yeah, in general, there's not a lot of trees.
Right.
So the interesting thing about Bogalusa is that the medium income is like half of the average state income. So you're talking about a really high level of poverty.
Right.
I mean, what was it like growing up in a situation like that?
Shit, growing up in my city, like, it's basically like, it's basically like you just gotta find what you gotta do and hurry and stamp it. You can't just sit around and bullshit because I mean you only got one life at the end of the day, and my city is so small to the point dreams it's a very small chance of completing your goals. So basically, like me growing up, I played basketball. I was trying to go to the NBA. I had hoop dreams. I was watching Rajon Rondo. It was my role model, but shit, at a certain point, I got in high school and I couldn't stay on the team. So shit, either my grades weren't right or I stayed in some bullshit. I stayed in some trouble, on some bullshit. But so my mom used to always tell me like, say you gotta get that plan B. You gotta have that backup plan. Me, young, I'm like, man, this is my dream. Like, mom, I'm gonna do it. Yeah, I feel like this me. I don't need no plan B. So we had got to that point where reality hit me. Bam. I got kicked off the team. I couldn't play basketball. But me, stuck in my ways, feeling like, oh, I'm so good to the point where, I ain't gonna need that, but I'm gonna keep going. I got kicked off the team, so I had to find another option. So music was something I always loved to do. I always could rhyme and make shit sound good. So my friends and my niggas, they would tell me like, man, you need to really do this shit and take this shit serious. So I ended up dropping a song, and the feedback I got on it was good. They were fucking with the shit too. So I shot the video, and that shit and it went from there. That's how Jaydayoungan came about.
So you're in high school, right? And you're playing basketball. When you say that you started getting in trouble and got kicked off the team, was it just like stupid school shit, or was it a little more serious?
I mean, when I was in trouble, it was some shit like, I mean, it wasn't major shit. It was shit like, the trouble was like I might end up getting into a couple fights, smoking weed in the hallway, in the bathroom, get caught, then get sent to another school or some shit like that, or I might, all that type, might cuss out the teacher or some bullshit like that. It didn't ever get to a point where it got too major, but okay. It just was bullshit.
So you dropped out of school in the 12th grade?
I dropped out 12th grade.
Right. Now I'm just going to say that because we have a lot of young viewers
right.
that are watching this.
Right.
For every Jaydayoungan who starts popping in rap. There is Frank, the middle-aged guy who's working at 7-Eleven right now, who
Right.
dropped out of high school and never got his diploma,
See,
who never made it in rap and is now working at the corner store making minimum wage. So for everyone who's in 12th grade right now saying, yeah, I'm inspired by Jay to drop out of school right now, please just, the hip hop career will be there. Rap will be there a year later. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean, kids, if y'all want to walk around like this and be successful, stay in school because I mean, it's not guaranteed that you will be in a situation that I'm in right now. And don't look at my situation and be like, well, he did it and I can do it, because it's not that guaranteed. I mean, I'm blessed that this did happen for me, but for the young youth, please don't drop out of school. You will need school. You will need your high school diploma. You're gonna need every part of education.
Yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
everything about it, you need it. I mean, don't ever feel like just because you can make it through certain parts of life that you won't need school at all. Like, no, that's wrong. And I was wrong about that. I wish I can go back right now and go get it, but I'm so busy to the point where I don't have time. But I will go back and I mean, I'm gonna go back and finish sooner or later. But right now I'm just caught up in a lot of shit where I got a mission. So for all the young kids that listen to my music and look up to me, finish school, stay in school. You will need school.
Absolutely. Okay. So you drop out of school in the 12th grade and you don't have a real form of income. You don't have a high school diploma. You're trying to get the rap shit going, but you just started recently, right? 'Cause you started rapping in like 11th grade.
Yeah, I started rapping like, yep, right, yeah,
Right.
right in 11th grade.
Exactly. So you don't even have kind of like a base yet at that point.
Right, yeah.
You know, most kids that drop out in 12th grade, they start hitting the streets. They start hustling. They start getting into trouble. Like, were
Right.
you doing any of that, or were you kind of on the straight and narrow?
See, the thing is, with me, I mean, during school, I always been in the streets. The streets always been a part of me, and I always been a part of the streets.
Hmm.
So, I mean, that did have a effect on me dropping out too, because I didn't want to go to school because of the streets. Me being in the streets, you know, those parts. But you know how that go.
Right. Now, were you getting arrested at all during that
Arrested, and
time, or
that's
no?
another thing about me. I never been arrested. And that's the crazy, like that's one of the people, like they question, like, I mean, he's rapping about all this type of shit, but he never been arrested.
Right.
But me growing up, everybody around me, all my family members, a lot of my closest friends, like they been arrested for bullshit that I'm witnessing, like. So what I did was capitalize on that shit. I mean, I can't be stupid and do the same exact things they were doing. I mean, I was participating in a lot of things, but I always was smart too. And I always was the one who would try to give my niggas advice on not to do certain shit and to stay away from certain shit and certain people. But shit, everybody
I
here ain't the
mean,
same.
but even in a home in a town of 12,000 where everyone knows everyone else, you were still able to stay under the radar like that.
Knowledge. I mean, my OGs, I'm loved. I'm loved to the point where I don't have to put myself in certain positions and they got some stupid. The most of the people that's in jail right now, or that have been in jail, the shit that got them in there was so probably like so simple, and they wasn't thinking at the time, and it happened so fast. I bet to the point right now that they regret that shit. So me, I got a good head on my shoulders, and I can't just be like Gates said. I just can't easily be tricked out of my position.
Right. It
Right.
also seemed like you got out of it before you got into a bad situation because if you do stay in it long enough, smart or not, eventually it's going to
Right,
catch
it's
up.
gonna happen. I mean, I done been in situations where I could have been fucked right now, but you know, thanks to the man above.
You dropped out, you still got one foot in the streets, and you start doing this music thing, and you put a YouTube video out, and it
Right.
starts to do something. What was the first? What was that song? Do you remember?
The first video,
Yeah.
Stick Up. It was a song me and my little bro LG Famous dropped a song called Stick Up. And that was in my, right, like we was saying, my 11th grade year. I dropped a stick up, and like for the first day I dropped it, it got like 1,000 views. Back then, like that was big. Like for me to do 1,000 views in one day in my city, only having 11,000 people, and me just starting, like that was big for me. Like I felt like that was just like big, like, you know. So when I dropped that video, that was the one I was telling you I got the feedback on, and it was like, yeah, man. And the song, it was a nice song. It was on some gangster shit, some hype shit, club shit, like, and they was feeling it. So that's, yeah.
Okay, so you drop the song, and then you start to feel like, okay, maybe there's something here.
Right, right.
This might turn into something. So what starts to happen next?
I started to get all type of love. Like I started to get fake love, good love, publicity, like. And then another thing that triggered it off was the guns. I had buku big ass rods all in the video, and then like the whole image, like they was fucking with it. Everything was perfect timing about it, and it just jumped off. And that let me
Okay.
know right then, like I really might do need to take this shit serious. But like when I first started, I felt like I'm gonna just do it because it's something I like to do, and it's really for me to listen to and the people around me. I never really, honestly, when I very first started, I never just honestly thought, yeah, I'm gonna be big one day, like. But later, as I started to progress, like, I felt it, like I just knew nothing couldn't stop me. And if I stay on this path, I'll just keep going all the way.
Well, I mean, when you listen to your stuff, you're rapping, but you're also harmonizing and singing
Right.
as well. Were you doing that in the very beginning, or did
No,
that kind of
no, no,
develop?
no, no. Matter of fact, I was, but I wasn't doing it as much because I wasn't as good at it. Like I wasn't as good at it as I am now. I started getting better as I started learning more, and I got comfortable with it. You know.
Yeah. And people have compared you to Boosie in terms of, I guess, the subject matter and also kind of your vocal tone a little bit.
Right.
Do you think that's a fair comparison, or do you not hear it?
Um, it's a fair comparison. I mean, it's the most accurate comparison I could say due to the voice and the topic that we stay on, and in our lingo period, we write from the same area, so I mean, I could say it's pretty accurate.
Yeah, that's what's up. Boosie's a legend, so being compared to him is never a bad thing.
Yeah, I mean, I fuck with Boo the long way. Street
Yeah,
legend, Louisiana legend.
absolutely. So you start putting out more shit, and you start kind of building up your buzz. But you said that in Louisiana, people really don't fuck with each other like that. Like you look at Atlanta, and like Lil Baby coming out, and everyone's fucking with Lil Baby, everyone's
Right,
collabing,
right.
everyone's
See,
tweeting his shit out, supporting it. But in Louisiana, you said that's not really how it works.
that's one of Louisiana's biggest problems. I feel like Louisiana just needs to if everybody could just collab in Louisiana and get along and stop trying to beef and stop trying to be better than one another. Louisiana could be one of the best. Well, I feel like Louisiana is the best music. Like, we got the best music, honestly, in my opinion. So if we was just to all come together and just kill all the bullshit and just, just collaborate, this shit'll be a big movement. We'll be just like Atlanta, stronger though. Like, all them dudes coming together, man. You see all them niggas, they not hating on each other. They not with all the other shit. They come together making money and making big moves, and they want to see each other win.
So what starts to happen as you start to build up, as you start dropping more videos, the views start going up, and everything else like that?
As I started to go up, everything started to change in a bad way and also in a good way. The bad way, I started losing friends over the fame. I started losing, I mean, family members started to change on me. Some family members, not all. I could say my lifestyle changed. I don't have to live the way I used to live no more. I don't have to worry about certain situations no more. I don't have to put myself in certain positions no more. I don't have to sacrifice certain things no more. Like, I'm more comfortable and I feel like I deserve it. So, you know.
Okay. So, Boosie's been a regular on Vlad TV. And Boosie, was right next door to you in Baton Rouge.
Right.
And he was building up, becoming the biggest rapper in Baton Rouge, and it got to the point where he started saying people got hypnotized with hatred.
Wherever you from, you will get hated the most. You know, most rappers die in their own city, man. It's a fact. And you know, you have haters who was in school with you and they mad because they was in that third grade class with you, but they don't have the same hustle as you. You know, they hate you for no reason. They hate you for your success. If you was a local rapper and you didn't have much, they would love you. You know, and these people, you develop hatred in your own city. It'd be the guys who, you know, once dap you down when you had one song out. But when and they develop envy because they go home, they get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house, they girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred. They are hypnotized with hatred. They didn't go downstairs. They niece ain't even spoke to them when they walk in the house. They just singing Boosie. They niece ain't didn't say, hey, uncle, or nothing. They just singing Boosie. They get back in the car and go to the store with they cousin in the car. They say, oh, that's a car like Boosie. That's a car like Boosie. Okay, they let son get in the car. Dad, I want some chains like Boosie. All right, now you hypnotized with hatred. I'm tired of hearing about him. I'm tired of hearing about this guy. I know what I'm gonna do. And that's how it starts, man. They get hypnotized. They get hypnotized, man.
Shit, that shit 1,000% true. I'm not gonna say 100, I mean 1,000. Like, this shit just not right, but it's true. Like, when you in your city and you really just starting to come up, it's envy. Everybody really envy you. Like, they really don't like it. If you're not fucking with them or doing something to help them, they don't like you, they hate you, they just don't want to see you win. It's sad to say, but it's the truth. I mean, he said it right. You move or you die, or you go to jail, because you're going to have to put yourself in a position where you're going to crash out or you just going to die.
Well, I actually looked up Louisiana rappers, and there's two categories that kind of really caught my attention. So first of all, Louisiana rappers that did serious jail time. You got Boosie, of course, who was facing a murder charge. He ended up beating it, but he still was on death row. You know, Turk was in jail for a long time. BG still in jail. C Murder is still in jail. But then in the more serious category, Soldier Slim was killed in Louisiana. G Money was just killed. And he was supposed to interview with us a couple days after the incident. You know what I'm saying? It was already scheduled and everything. VL Mike and Magnolia Shorty. All rappers that were killed in Louisiana.
That shit crazy, bro. That shit sad that our artists gotta get smashed over bullshit when we could've just came together and did our shit. I mean, you know, shit. It is what it is, though, at the end of the day. Shit.
How much bullshit did you experience once you started to get popping?
Buku bullshit. From old friends to bullshit. Bullshit was me. Like, the bullshit just instantly came. When they said more money, more problems, they meant that shit. I started experiencing all type of shit I never would have thought about. I mean, I just thought people was just talking when they said that shit, but I mean, it came right to me. It hit me right in the face. Bullshit started to come from every angle.
What was the one thing that kind of stood out from that type of bullshit? What was like that one thing that you like, I can't believe this just happened?
I couldn't even just pinpoint it because it's so much of it. Like, if I say this later, I'll be like, damn, I should have said that. That shit crazy. Like, it's just too much bullshit.
Fair enough.
Right.
Do you still live in Bogalusa, or did you move?
I still live in Bogalusa right now, but in a couple weeks to a month, I should be moving.
Okay. As you should, man. I think you're bigger than Bogalusa at this point.
Right. And everybody been telling me that.
In a lot of your videos, you have
I have what?
lean bottles
Right.
in a lot of the videos. You told me you were well, you didn't tell me, but you said that you were a huge Chief Keef fan.
So baby.
Now, Chief Keef's cousin, Fredo Santana, just died.
Shit crazy though.
We don't know the exact reason right now, but he had just gone through liver failure from fucking with
Right.
lean and Zans and stuff like that.
Right.
Um, when you heard the news, did that affect you in terms of what you do in your personal time?
When I heard about it, I mean, I was a fan of Fredo, like, and Keith them, so it fucked me up on the cool, like, it fucked me up. I ain't gonna say I knew him, but me being a fan of him and they movement kind of fucked me up, and it made me think about it. Should I really slow down? But honestly, I feel like I'm not gonna stop. I feel like it's not that easy. Not saying I'm addicted to it, but I just feel like I ain't gonna stop.
Okay, you're not addicted to it. How long have you been taking it now?
I just started lean not too long ago. I mean, I always sipped lean when but I never just was a heavy lean sipper. I just fucked with it. It was nothing I just had to do every day. Certain
I mean,
occasion type shit.
I mean, you do know that lean is essentially liquid heroin.
Right, but that ain't my business.
Well, I mean, you put it in your body, so it kind of becomes your business. You know what I'm saying? Whether you want to admit it or not.
I mean, shit. If you listen to Lil Fat and he told you I don't give a fuck if heroin's in my cup. That's how I feel.
Yeah. Well.
I do it for the feeling.
Yeah. Well, I mean, hopefully at one point, you know, you could reevaluate it because, you know, you're how old right now?
19.
Well, let me tell you, man. You may think that being 30 is old as shit, but your life is going to be so much doper at 30 than it is right now. You have absolutely no idea, man. You got so much incredible things to experience. You think you on top of the world at 19 and you know you popping right now. Imagine at 30 when your paper's stacked up and you got houses and cars and you know what I'm saying? Like it's really a whole different story, man. And you know, you got to just pace yourself. You know,
Right, bro.
I mean, I've done my share of drugs also. You know,
Fucking right.
but it is what it is. You got to make your own decisions when it comes to that.
I mean, I feel like one day I'm gonna grow up and just. I mean, I'm grown up, but I feel like one day I'm gonna just get over that shit. I'm gonna just stop it. I mean, but
Yep.
weed, personally, I feel like I ain't gonna stop smoking weed until I die.
Yeah, no, I mean, I still smoke weed too.
You
You know,
smoke
I'm in
weed?
Cal. You know, I'm in Cali where it's legal. So
You smoke weed?
hell yeah,
So
smoke
we
weed
gonna
this morning.
smoke big backwoods or what?
Now I don't really fuck with backwoods.
Well,
Honestly,
bro, you
that's just too
can't
harsh for
smoke
me.
then, bro. You don't smoke
I,
backwoods, you
I,
can't
I, I
smoke,
fuck I
bro.
fuck with joints, and you know, and I fuck with usually my everydays with like a glass pipe. You know what I mean?
See, I mean, personally, I never just did like the pipes. I fuck with the backwoods. I just started smoking backwoods when I met my dude, Johnny Shipes. Shipes really put me on the
Yeah,
backwoods.
yeah. No, I know Johnny Shipes. He's a backwoods smoker.
Yeah, Johnny
Yeah, I
big
can't do it, man. It's
backwoods
too hard
smoker.
on my lungs. I'm like I take a puff and it's like oh,
Yeah, them bitches be,
I can't hold it
them bitches
in. You
be
know what I
fucking my
mean?
throat up. I smoke the backwoods all day though. I
Yeah, no,
put
I
at
feel
least
you,
three
man.
grams in them, 3 to 4. The
Yeah,
get me
hey man,
right.
listen, more power to you if you could pull it off, man. I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. Have you tried dabbing yet?
Yeah, I fuck with the dab. I don't just do it, but I done did it before.
Yeah, no,
I'm a
I've
real
tried it.
stoner.
I've gotten more high than I've ever gotten on weed with dabs. It's some other shit.
Yeah, that shit they'll be on. That shit they'll get you zooted.
Yeah, man. Um, so we were just talking about Fredo and Chief Keef, and Chief Keef actually is your favorite rapper.
My favorite.
And you know, it's interesting because a lot of artists that I interview in your age range have all said that. I think I interviewed Lou Got Cash, who's one of the poppin' New York artists right now. Same thing.
So when Chief Keef came out, that's when you really started like
When I started recording, like,
recording.
cause I saw it was possible for like a young dude to really do it again. Like, he really like popped it off for us. He created. He didn't create the wave, but he like. He paved the way for young people right now. Like he made it cool to be young again. He started his own little label, all that. He just showed us like, you could be 16 and lit. Then he was showing all the bands and stuff on Instagram, his cribs and stuff. Like he really just made me want to live the life.
Chief Keef made it so much easier for all these bullshit ass rappers. I mean, because when he started, like, he just made it easier for him because his style, they took it and made it out of bullshit, and the industry accepted it. So I feel like Chief really started all that shit, like for all them new mumble rappers, just doing bullshit on their songs. I feel like Chief made it easier for them to come in the game, and he was so young. That's another thing about it, you know.
Right, because even though you're part of that wave of new rappers, you're not a mumble rapper at all.
Nah,
you're lyrical.
I take my shit serious. Even if I'm freestyling, I won't mumble just, I don't do bullshit music, period.
I mean, is that because that's kind of like a Louisiana thing? Because it seems like a lot of dudes from Louisiana are lyrical.
You say it seemed like a lot of dudes from Louisiana, what?
Lyrical.
Yeah, I mean, I can't just say it's a Louisiana thing, but I take my lyrics serious because I feel like at the end of the day, I feel like it's all about what you're saying. The people right now, how the game is, they got it where it's all about the sound of the beat and how just make you bob your head. That's why a lot of people like that blowing because they found the right beats and they just the beat make you bob your head. But me personally, I like lyrics. If you ain't talking about shit, I don't want to hear it. So I feel like everything I rap about and I say just gotta be, it gotta be right. It gotta come out right. It gotta sound right. It gotta have a meaning to it. And it gotta, and it gotta be true. So all that other bullshit, if you ain't speaking about nothing true, I don't want to hear that shit. Save it. And for the people out there that's questioning my lifestyle and how I live and what I rap about, is the shit true? And if I ever lied, look at me right now. Bitch, I never lie. Everything I say gonna be the truth. Everything I said, I either seen that shit, I done did it, or I know about it. So if you listening to me right now, bitch, you better not ever question that shit.
Well, you said that you feel like your time could be any minute. What does that mean?
My time could be in a minute, meaning by I could put myself in a position where I could be locked up, or my brain could be blowed out.
You talked about how at one point you had one foot in the street and one foot in rap. And I just interviewed Boosie about that. And he said that right there is impossible.
If you a real gangster, now fake gangsters and rappers, they can do that. But when you a real gangster and a rapper, you can't do both, man. You going down, man. They're gonna find a way to take you down. When they know that you are a real G, bro. If these people know that you can't be both, man. So anybody talking about they still doing all this rapping gangster stuff and they lying. We rapping, man. We ain't doing nothing but rapping, man. You're already a gangster from your heart once you become a gangster. But after that, once you make it successful, man, you ain't selling all that dope, man. Come on, man. Man, we rap, man. We rap every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, man. That's how we make our money, man. Man, we ain't selling no keys and all. Come on, man. Let's keep it 100, man.
No, when I say that, I'm not saying I'm a gangster and a rapper. When I say that, when I mean 1 foot in the door, 1 foot in the streets, I mean I'm still, I'm still a street nigga. I'm still in the streets. But my time is right now. I'm in the game at the same time. But I'm still involved in the streets right now, too. You know where I live at right now, where I'm still living at? I'm living in my city right now. I still ain't left my city. I'm still doing my shit. But I'm still famous at the same time. I'm still recognized. I'm still that artist. I'm still Jaydayoungan.
Yep.
That's exactly what I mean.
I mean, your mixtapes. The last one was the Real Jumpman 23.
No, the last mixtape I dropped was Wake Up.
Wake Up. Okay, my bad.
Yeah, if you ain't heard it, yeah, you gotta go check that out, but
Okay. Well, Muddy
playing.
Situation. That was on Jumpman 23.
Muddy Situation was on Jumpman #2.
Yeah. That I thought was one of the big standouts.
I mean, you and everybody and me feel the same way. That's my favorite song on the tape.
Yeah, and it seemed like when you hear your shit, it just sounds like it's just heavily produced. It doesn't sound like some one take shit on to the next song. It sounds like every song, okay, like we're gonna layer the vocals, we're gonna get the harmonies right, we're gonna, if we need to use some auto tune, we're gonna layer the beats and so forth.
And let me say this, bro. Let me say this part too. I swear, bro, I don't even use auto tune.
You don't?
If I use auto tune, it was like on one song, and you probably wouldn't even be able to tell it's auto tune. Well, I ain't gonna say that because you think my songs are auto tune, but it's some shit like that don't even sound like it's auto tune. It was probably on like a bar or two. I don't like auto tune. I don't, bro.
Okay. Well, I'm not saying it in a derogatory type of way because
Yeah.
people have incorporated auto tune into.
Yeah, I mean nothing wrong with auto tune, but I just feel like it's not fit for me because I already have like a high pitched voice.
Okay. So all the vocals and all the harmonies, that's all you.
Yeah, it's me, bro. I mean, and this another thing I do with my vocals, like what most artists probably don't do. A lot of artists record with one take. I do more than one take.
Yeah, no, it sounds like it. I mean,
Yeah.
it sounds layered.
It sounds like it's complete, like it's full.
Yeah, no doubt. Have you ever actually taken singing lessons before, or is it all just?
That's crazy, bro. I've been telling like the last couple people I've been interviewing with, I told them I'm taking singing lessons. I have plans on taking singing lessons to improve my singing.
I mean, let me tell you, man. Serena Williams had a coach during her whole professional career. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're a professional, you should be training in terms of what you do. You can't just think that you're already a master.
Right.
You know, I mean, every great athlete has a trainer.
I need some water, ASAP.
No problem.
It's good if I walk out right quick.
Yeah, if you want to.
Yeah, I need to catch some air too.
All right, man, we back.
Yeah.
I guess you just had a moment.
Yeah, I had to say it back.
You okay, man?
Yeah, bro, I'm good now.
What do you think? What do you think triggered that type of emotion?
I just be having a lot going through my mind in a certain moment. I just had to let it out. I mean, I get to think about the past a lot, so it fucked me up. I mean, but everybody had their moments. Real niggas cry.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I've definitely cried in the past year over, over an emotional situation. So I could definitely understand it, man. But you're in a very special place because I don't think anyone from your hometown has gotten to where you are right now.
Not even close, bro. This is amazing.
Yeah, I mean, you're, what's going to happen is that all the, elementary school and junior high kids are going to be looking at you and saying, "Oh shit, I could do something more than just stay in this little small town
Right, right.
and do something."
Right, I mean, that's another thing. Like, I'm proud of myself because I give a lot of people motivation. I motivate a lot of people to succeed. Right.
Yeah, I mean, because it's one thing to see someone on a computer screen, or on TV, or listen to them on Spotify. But when you see that person walking in front of you, and you know that they went to the same schools you went to the same stores you shopped at, and knew some of the same people, you start thinking like, oh shit, like I could probably do this too. Like,
Right.
Hell
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I always said, like, with Obama, like, he showed a whole generation of young black kids that you could be president. You know what I'm saying? Like, when they saw that, it's like, oh shit, like, because I never thought I'd even see that in my lifetime, with as racist as America is.
That shit crazy. Barack, like, he motivated a lot of black people. A lot of people, period, like, that anything is possible.
Yeah. Yeah, man. But you're really gonna go down, because like I said, I never even heard of Bogalusa before. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody from different areas, like, when we tell them, like, Bogalusa, they get to saying Bogalusa, they just get to saying all type of stupid shit, like, damn, like, what is that?
Yeah, man.
It's
So
crazy.
listen, man, I think what you've accomplished is really dope. And I think that, the effects of what you've done, you're not gonna even see that for 5-10 years. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna grow up, and people gonna come up to you and say, hey man, it was because of you that I
Heard of.
did this instead of that.
Yeah, and I mean, and a lot of people, like, and another good thing about my city, like, when I say it, and they be like, Bogalusa, like, that's my first time ever hearing it. Like, I put my city on the map.
When you drop your mixtape, when you drop the real Jumpman 23, you got NBA YoungBoy that uses the Jumpman logo as his logo. So I guess a lot of people thought that you were kind of taking a shot at NBA YoungBoy because you guys are in similar areas, but you always said that wasn't true.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't true. Me and YoungBoy, soon we will be making music together to kill out the confusion, because, I mean, that shit wasn't never about nothing. I'm a fan of YoungBoy music.
He's dope.
Yeah. I mean,
No Smoke, that shit was in rotation forever.
yeah, we gonna collaborate pretty soon and put on for our state, because when we do, I feel like this is gonna be one of the hardest collaborations ever. And that's when I ask my fans who they want me to collab with, that's the number one request. Like, I feel like when that happen, a tape would that'd be the dopest tape ever.
Well, didn't you do a song with one of the dudes from his crew?
No, me and him actually got a song.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, me and Three got a song too. His right hand.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Three. He's one of the NBA dudes too, right?
Yeah, we got a video out too.
Right. Exactly. Now you talked about how you think beef is stupid and gets people killed. Rap beef is
Yeah,
stupid
that
and gets
shit
people
whack,
killed.
man. That shit pussy.
See, I don't know, man. When it comes to that, I have mixed feelings about it because, I mean, if you think about it, hip hop kind of started with battling.
Right. See that, and I feel like it's different between rap battling and rap beef. Rap battling is just competition. Rap beef is just pussy shit, because people use rap beef to try to see. Rap beef is more like some shit, like some old fake shit. Rap battling is something that everybody know is just, it's not real. Rap beef it's supposed to be real, but it's just fake. Rap battling is just like, real competition, face to face, or right there. But people use the rap beef to try to get hot and relevant, and that's how they get took out. Most of them get took out like that.
Well, I mean, as a hip hop fan, you can't say you didn't enjoy the Drake Meek Mill rap beef. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell me you weren't.
I don't enjoy no rap beef.
You
But
didn't
like
enjoy.
honestly, you gonna check it out now. Everybody gonna check it out.
Right.
Everybody
That's
like
what I'm saying.
they gonna hope for it to keep going and this and that. But I just don't think people should rap beef and like, oh, that's not right. Some people got different opinions because they feel like, okay, the rap beef like it bring great music out. But at the same time, like, no, because that can get you hurt. Like I didn't know that ain't right.
You know, I mean, Tupac hit him up.
That bitch
Like
was
was
epic.
some of that's one of the greatest hip hop songs of all time.
That was epic.
Epic, you know. And then like, I mean, I
The
don't know.
diss songs always be the best songs because you really trying
Right,
to, you
that's
know,
what
you
I'm
trying
saying.
to.
Like, I don't know, you know, because you're a little bit younger. But Ice Cube, No Vaseline. You ever heard that?
I'm too young for that.
You got to go listen to Ice Cube, No Vaseline. That's up there with Hit 'Em Up, where he dissed all of NWA. He dissed Dr. Dre, Eazy-E, all them.
I ain't heard that one yet.
You got to hear that, man. And I don't know, man. Like I said, I don't want no one to get hurt.
Yeah, that shit ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro.
But Jaydayoungan really putting his pen down and dissing a rapper, you know, who's at his caliber. Like I would love to hear that.
Shit, that shit if I was to ever diss, like, that shit go over the top because I'm gonna say some hard shit. I'm gonna say that shit gonna hurt you. And I ain't gonna bullshit. I'm gonna come in there, you know, I'm gonna say some shit. But that's what they want me to do. I feel like they want me to come at an artist and start the bullshit. But that ain't me. Yeah, I can do it without doing that. That's how most people did get on about dissing somebody that made themselves relevant. But that ain't me. I feel like at the end of the day, that shit pussy, like I said, and I never participate in it.
Yeah. Well, but you know, if an artist a lot bigger than you dissed you first, you would definitely respond, I would think.
I feel like,
No?
nah, I ain't gonna do it, bro. You gonna have to see me, though.
Okay, like I'm going to say, and there's nothing behind this at all. This is just me bringing up an example. If Boosie did a Jaydayoungan diss record, you gonna tell me you wouldn't respond with your own diss record?
Nah, I ain't fucking with that. I ain't fucking with that, man. I ain't fucking with it. Yeah, I ain't fucking with it.
Yeah, man, it is what it is. I feel you.
Yeah, I ain't gonna fuck with that.
Why the lip tattoo on your neck?
That's epic. I'll let my little bitch put that right there.
So your girl kissed you on the neck and then you tattooed it?
Nah, I'm just fucking out. I really just liked this shit. When I seen it, it was fit for me. I just liked this shit. People, some stupid ass people, some type of way find it gay. I don't see how, but nah, they can miss me with that bullshit.
Hey man, listen. When you get to a certain level, you're gonna get a gay rumor. That's just how it works.
Yeah, like, that
you know what I'm
shit
saying?
crazy.
People call me gay. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Don't even trip. So the 2X and the FG, what does that represent?
2 times represents me, period. 2 times is a family. It's not a gang. It's not a clique. It's not none of that. It's a family. It's a living, you know. FG represents Famous Gang. Famous Gang was started by my little bro, FG Famous. Yeah, and I'm a part of FG. 2-time FG basically is the same thing, just different, you know. You know, we started this shit together, so basically, you know, that's all me. Roughway too. 2-time and Roughway it's all the same. 2-time and Roughway is the same thing. Roughway 2-time, 2-time, Roughway 2-time.
So are you signed to Cinematic Music Group?
No, actually I'm independent.
Okay.
But I fuck with Cinematic though. Shout out to Cinematic.
Yeah, Johnny Shipes.
Yeah.
Okay, because he's the one that told me about you initially.
Yeah, Shipes. Yeah, I fuck with Shipes hard. Me and Shipes just started fucking off like 5 months ago.
Yeah, I mean, he's had a lot of success. I mean,
Johnny
Joey
Shipes
Badass.
great, man. That's my dog.
Okay.
He gave me a lot of knowledge too.
Are you planning on signing with someone or maybe even a major label, or do you prefer to stay independent?
I mean, I've been having a lot. I've been having buku major labels coming at me, but honestly, right now I feel like I don't want. I'm not into signing right now. But you know, if the right deal comes in my direction, I'm with it.
Yeah.
But it's just not all about the deal. It's not all about the money either. It's about me feeling comfortable about who I'm gonna be at and who I'm gonna be with.
Yeah. I mean, Atlantic's done pretty good with Louisiana artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Boosie's still on Atlantic, I think.
I think so. Yeah, see, like, I mean, I have no problem with signing with the major, like, with the major label, though. Like, but just like I said, like, it has to be perfect, it has to be fit, because a lot of artists get in situations where they sign with a label and they regret it and the outcome. And I see a lot of the best artists that sign, they be like, damn, like, I regret signing. Like, that shit made me wonder, like, damn, should I sign or should I even be worried about signing if I done came this far without signing?
Well, I'll put it like this, because Vlad TV used to be part of a major label. We used to be part of SRC Records. I mean, we weren't part of them, but we were kind of partnered up with them, and we were part of, we were in the Universal Music Building, right? And the one thing that I've seen consistently when it comes to signing with a major, the one thing that a major could give you that no one else could really give you is radio play.
Right, that's
If
another
you got that single, and that single, you need that shit to blow up and get played on every radio station across the country.
See, that was another
Major
thing.
labels, they got a lock on that.
That was another thing I was telling my manager, Poe. Like, if I was to get my song in rotation on the radio, like the song you were saying, The Muddy Situation, that's gonna be my first hit single, no question. I really haven't had any radio play. Like, I never pushed the issue about it either, but once I do just get that radio play and and I put that song everywhere it need to be, it's gonna take off. It's gonna be that first hit single.
Right, because the major labels, they got the relationships with all the program directors, and then they got reps in every city.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That will go meet up with the DJs and the music directors and get your shit, into there. But, then again, Chance the Rapper, he's not signed to a major, and he got a Best New Artist Grammy and making millions of dollars.
He's still not
he's
signed
good.
to a label?
What's that?
I say he's still not signed to a label.
He's still not signed.
What about Dolph? He's still independent?
Young Dolph isn't signed.
I mean, but it's not for everybody too. I mean, some people fit to be signed. Like, some people need to be signed because they need certain steps that they haven't seen yet and met that they need to just, But honestly, right now, I'm not just too focused on signing no deal. Because when you do, it's long. You're not just signing for one day or a couple months.
Yeah, it's probably gonna be like 3 albums, if not more. They're gonna lock you in.
3 to 6 albums.
3 to 6. It's probably gonna be a 360 deal, so they're gonna take a piece of your show money.
Yeah, they're gonna take a big slice of cake.
A piece of your merchandising, everything else like that.
But
but then again, if they're giving up that bag up front, it might all be worth it.
Right bag, you gotta get with it. I'm all about a bag. I'm wherever the bag at, the bag wherever I'm at. So you know how they go.